Yesterday's stunning news that I'll have another will not certainly put a damper on the third of the Triple Crown races. We'll never know if he would have snapped the streak. Well, so much for Friday's no-hitter giving the M's a boost. Non-existent offense at Safeco is killing what could be a respectable season. How bad is it? The Mariners, the only team in the majors with an average below 200 at home. No, they lost to a team that scored the most points ever in any bowl, so that's what it took. Records broken left and right. Any record, you name it, it was pretty much broken tonight. And you can imagine being a defensive player on the field tonight. We talked to a couple of Husky defenders. The Mariners are on record as saying they oppose a new arena, which would be built just blocks from Safeco Field here, right down the street. All right, now let's shift gears to a game earlier today. Contrast in styles, the offense and three-point shooting of Florida. They led the nation in that category this year against the tough defense of Louisville. So tough they held Michigan State to 44 points, which is an all-time low for a #1 seed. Head coach Rick Pitino knew his team would have to be active to guard the three-point line, and they didn't do it in the first half. The Gators came out with deadly accuracy from behind that three-point line, and I do mean deadly. Bradley Beal started the game with a three. Irving Walker hit one later in the first half. Florida had 8 threes in the first half. Welcome back once again. Cameron Dollar joining us. His inside always valuable, the head coach at Seattle University, and we're breaking down the South bracket. It's been interesting because Duke went out early, first round, so that's kind of opened things up. Xavier thought they might make a run. Today taking on Baylor, and a tough early going for Xavier. They were down 22-6 in this game. Baylor's really good.
Yeah, they didn't hit the alarm button, that's for sure. They overslept there to start off with.
I mean, that's a monster jam right there from Quincy Acey. He played above the rim all night long. How about that one on the inbounds play? 20 points and 15 boards for Acey. I'm telling you, it's like Bourbon Street down here at the Alamo Dome. And let me just take you down the street here and show you what's going on. We got lots of purple and gold, lots of green and gold. A lot of Baylor fans now. The Husky fans, I think they're already inside. And in fact, the Husky fans have been out here all day long. And here's some video we shot of the preparations. You got to have food, you got to have drinks, you got to have your face painted for all that stuff. And in fact, Husky fans have been coming from all over the country, but nobody is going to beat Patrick Jones, who came all the way from Indonesia.
I'm teaching English at an international school.
They are the only team in the majors hitting below 200 at home. It may be the big dimensions at Safeco or the chilly weather, but whatever the reason, it's killing what could be a respectable season. Notice I didn't say championship season. Today, the rubber match against the Dodgers. Kyle Seager, he is the M's best hitter, and he launched a homer right there. But he is much better on the road. Still, 1-0. M's will take it after 1. But that did not last. You knew the Dodgers would be more focused after getting no hit on Friday. Tony Gwynn Jr. drove in a run, start of a huge inning, capped by this shot from Andre Ethier. Yes, the bases were loaded. A killer grand slam against Blake Bevan. The Dodgers never looked back. The 6-1 lead was all Chad Billingsley needed. He gave up only 2 hits today, just like Clayton Kershaw yesterday. Strikeout after strikeout.
You know, he did a good job against us, but I didn't feel like we did a very good job. You know, and obviously we've proven that we're a lot better than that. So, you know, we just need to get over that hump here at home, you know, and get to swinging the bats like we're capable of.
Stop swinging at bad pitches, too. No trouble finding offense in Colorado. The Angels looking for the sweep against the Rockies. Got a home run from Mark Trumbo in the first inning. That made it 4-0. That was a blast. This one, too. Torrey Hunter went deep in the second to make it 6-1. He had 3 RBI today, and then Trumbo did it again in the fourth. Both of his shots were of the 3-run variety, so 6 RBI for Trumbo. Angels complete the sweep 10-8. Rangers getting back on track as well. Unfortunately, it was against former Husky Tim Lincecum, who is having a nightmare of a season. 3 Rangers had RBI doubles today. Adrian Beltre, Ian Kinsler, and there's Josh Hamilton. They all drove in runs off Timmy. The Rangers took 2 of 3 from San Fran, and Lincecum dropped to 2-7 on the year with an ERA of 6. Don't know what's going on there. A look at the AL West standings. The top 2 teams won today. The bottom 2 lost. That's the way it's pretty much gone. The Mariners have played 500 ball lately, but that's not going to get it done. Elsewhere around baseball, some big interleague sweeps. The Yankees and Mets in Game 3 of their series. Ike Davis doubled to tie it for the Mets in the top of the 9th inning. But in the bottom of the frame, there it goes. Russell Martin with a walk-off winner. His second home run of the ball game. The Yankees won it 5-4. They sweep, and they have won 7 of their last 9 ball games. Celebrating there in New York. Now to boxing, and even if you didn't see it, you probably heard about last night's stunning decision giving Timothy Bradley a win over wildly popular Manny Pacquiao. The Filipino star is said to have won 9 of the 12 rounds on nearly everyone's scorecard, except of course the two of the 3 ringside judges. It looks like he's getting beat there, but the fight stats on HBO were overwhelmingly in Pac-Man's favor. Many believe this is one of the most corrupt decisions in boxing history, which is really saying something. Just ask promoter Bob Arum.
What we saw tonight was ridiculous. That's the only word to describe it, was ridiculous. I mean, we're not morons, all of us.
I mean, what do you want me to do? You know what I mean? That's the way they judged it. My corner felt we was winning the fight. You know, there was 3 judges out there. 2 of them felt that I won the fight.
Stay tuned, November rematch. Now a monster matchup in the French Open. Rafa Nadal and Novak Djokovic. Nadal took the first 2 sets with some great shots like that. The Joker, not thinking any of that was funny, took it out on the bench in the racket. Big hole in the bench, but it fired him up. He rallied in the next set, and in the 4th hit a great forehand to win his 8th straight game, but the momentum didn't last because of the weather, the rain. Are they playing in Seattle? This is the French Open. They'll have to finish the final tomorrow at 4 a.m. our time. You can stay up later, go to bed earlier, wake up earlier. Set your DVR. How about that?
What it would be like to have someone holding an umbrella for you around here, too.
That'd be great.
It would be something. We'll be right back.